corruption. Not for poor governance. And we will win. Thank you very much.
Greatest Nigeria! Greatest Nigeria!
Fingers on my shirt.
It is funny. It's very, very funny. The stage we have found ourselves in this country. I look around. I see Dr. Buhari on the account. I look around. I see my brother Nigerians. I look around. I see Aisha. This is one Nigerian thing. People from diverse ethnic backgrounds have come out to speak today. They try to intimidate us. They try to shut us down. Yes, we will back down. But will we back down? No! Even if it is just 10 of us, we will speak the minds of Nigeria. We will never, never be intimidated by a government that deducts directly from my account in the name of stability. I will never be afraid of a government that I pay my taxes. I will never be afraid of a government that uses money, resources gotten from my land, to fly abroad for treatment. Whereas my poor people in Nigeria cannot even afford malaria drugs. Are we going to keep quiet? No! Are we going to be silent while they bury us? Have you seen the number of cars in the convoy of any government official? How do they fuel those cars? With money that they deduct now from your account. And yet they expect us to keep quiet. Will we keep quiet? No! Let them hire 1 million people. But I will say this to those that have hired. The hunger that is coming for you, the hunger that is coming for you is far greater than what you see now. You don't speak out. So my people, we are all here today because we care about this country, because we love this country. I want to be able to go to Kano. I want to be able to go to Bauchi. I want to go to Lagos. I want to belong in Nigeria. There's no room in this country for ethnicity. There's no room in this country for religious bias. An injury to one. An injury to all. So my people, I am proud today to be in Nigeria, to see that people still care about this country. We may not have the numbers today, but I can assure you that Nigerians are behind us. And we will continue to speak. We will continue to speak for Nigerians. Listen, Nigerians. Somebody promised us that he will lead from the front. Where is he leading from? From London today. He must come back to this country and address the issues we have. We cannot have IDPs who have suffered from Boko Haram. Somebody is there stealing money for them, saying he wants to cut grass, investing grass. He wants to cut grass. Somebody is there diverting food meant for them, and then on top of it, our Nigerian military bombs them without attendant consequences. Is this a country? No, it's a country. But then we will save this country. We will save this country. Listen, I said this to all the security operatives here. I want them to listen. You are at the brunt of these consequences. You are the one who receives salaries that are not commensurate to the work you do. So if you see us protesting today, we are not protesting for ourselves, we are protesting for you. We are protesting to protect your interests. We are protesting because we do not feel that you are adequately compensated for the kind of work you do. We are protesting because the senior officers at the top take a monument meant for you. Today, the 6th of February, they felt they intimidated Two-Face. Two-Face is just one person. There are many of us here that will rise where Two-Face is brought down. And if we fall, many will rise. Many people in this world have been intimidated. Has it stopped the cause? No. Never. They killed Martin Luther King more than 20 years ago.
Or more than 50, 60 years ago. But does Martin Luther King's ideology still survive to today? Yes. It is still there. Nelson Mandela died last year, but his ideology is still alive. His ideology is still alive.
It's okay.
They can kill all of us, but what we believe in will outlive us.
They can't kill us.
I hear they can't kill us.
They cannot kill us.
I want to hear that they cannot kill us. I want to hear that they cannot kill us. I want to hear that they cannot kill us. Yes, sir. I will stand and speak for Nigerians. My people, I am proud today to be a Nigerian, to see that you people have come out. The faces I have seen here has given me the inspiration that we will survive as one of the greatest nations on earth. We are indeed the largest black nation on earth, and we will continue to survive. Greatest Nigeria! Greatest Nigerian people.
Yes.
Greatest Baba.
Baba.
Greatest Bogo.
Bogo.
Greatest Bagabogo. People are saying that we don't have the crowd.
We do.
I don't know what that means. I really don't know. If you say there are no people, it means you are not a people. That you that is here, you are not a person. I have you here, conscious Nigerians. You don't have face caps. You don't have t-shirts. The ones that people wore are the ones they made themselves.
Yes.
It means you are convinced that today that Nigeria needs to aggregate the frustrations of the citizens and present them in a coordinated manner to our government. We love our government, but we love our nation more.
Yes, sir.
We can't come to that point where the love of our government will befuddle our eyes from doing what is necessary. And the only power that we have is the power to protest against bad governance and bad leadership. And that is what we are going to do. So, I want to quickly invite the former chairman of the National, a lawyer of many years standing, a humanist, and a professor of law, Professor Chiki Odinkalu.
This year will be legible to vote. They will be legally up to the age that they can vote. If our democracy was a human being, it would be an adult of 18 years that can vote. So we should get it right. Our leaders should know that they are not our imperial leaders. They are our servants. They're supposed to be serving the country. The higher office in time is not the office of the president. It is the office of the citizen, and each and every Nigerian must occupy that office of the citizen. What you're seeing behind me today are citizens who have realized that they have an office which they have not been occupying, which is the office of the citizen, and that it is high time for them to occupy it. And they have come out to ensure that that office is occupied. And let me tell the Nigerian government, the voices of the people that have been opened up cannot be shut down. And it is better for the government to come down and take note and know that the agitations that people are calling for, they are genuine, and they should work on it and solve it. And in that, the government will be better, the country will be better, citizens will be happier, and this administration will be remembered forever as that which made it right, if they do the right thing.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bigger than making sure Nigeria works for everybody in this country. So we come here as four ordinary Nigerians, armed with what? Ourselves and our national flags and our placards. And what do we have? A battalion of security agents protecting us. Are we not important?
Yes, sir! Correct.
Are we not important? There is no politician, there is no public officer, there is no preacher, there is no imam who has as much protection as we have today. Several proposals for that. Bosa. May they continue to protect us in the name of the Almighty. let us all spare a thought for the security men and women who are protecting us, because they suffer more than we do. They have been sent here to do what they don't want to do. We know they are part of us. And also for the people who have been rented on the other side, they are Nigerians too. And we have done some recce over there. They were hired from several places. They have not been paid. Please spare a thought for them. No, this is the fact. So if you have money and you can spare anything, let's not forget them. This thing is about inclusion. Saving our country is not about abusing anybody. We cannot abuse Two-Face. He raised the consciousness. We cannot abuse those who disagree with us. They are Nigerians too. We cannot abuse those who are rented. If they had food on the table, they would not allow themselves to be rented. And this morning, we are here because the country can be better. This is not personal. But the only reason we succeeded in 2015 in changing an existing government was because we upheld the right to protest. So let nobody tell us that in a democratic Nigeria, as citizens of a free country, we cannot protest because we have uniformed people that we are paying. We will resist. Yes! We find that offensive, we find that disagreeable, we find that honestly quite stupid. This is supposed to be a democracy. In 2015, Nigerians fought and in fact died to vote. In 1998, Nigerians fought and died to be able to vote. In 1999, we elected civilians to rule us. When Rotimi Amechi, my good brother and friend, and my good brother and friend Nasir El-Rufai were marching in 2012 and 2013 as chairman of the National Human Rights Commission, I defended their right to do so. Today, they are in power because Nigerians defended their right to do so. When Nasir El-Rufai went all the way from Kaduna to Anambra State to observe elections, and these same security agents that are protecting him today and protecting us here and giving us guard of honor assaulted him and harassed him. All of us stood up and defended his right to go from Kaduna to Anambra State. No be so? No. Today, the governor of Kaduna State tells us we cannot say anything about what is happening in Kaduna. If you tweet what he doesn't like, he wants to prosecute you. You write what he doesn't like, he says he will send you to jail. But jails are meant for who? Human beings. Yes, sir. We did not build prisons to put rats in there. I am willing to go to jail. Yes, sir. This country is more... I don't have another passport. I don't know whether you do. How many people here have two passports? I have only one. Many people here don't even have passports. Correct?
Yes. Or we have voters card.
But we have voters card, and more than voters card, we have what? Our thumbs. Yes, sir. No be so? Yes, so we thumbed Buhari into office in 2015. And because he promised Nigerians he was going to do a lot of things. Then he got into power, and what happened? Our president has never spoken to Nigerians. No. When he wants to talk about Nigeria, he gets on a plane, he goes outside Nigeria, and he starts gossiping about us. Are we so useless that our president cannot address us? No. Are we so idiotic that our president cannot tell us things are hard and this is my plan? Are we so useless that our president cannot invite us and tell us, look, we need your help to get this? We don't get compassion. We don't get empathy. We don't get thoughtfulness. There is no plan. And then we are told we cannot protest too? What kind of country is that? What kind of citizens are we? And who are we to be told, look, you can only protest if the police license you? This is our country too. Everyone here has uniform. Kakio, agbada, leather, anything you are wearing, not the uniform. So what is the problem?
Nothing.
On this Monday morning, 6th of February 2015, we don't know where our president is. And we're here because we care about our president. He's a human being like every one of us. He's not an object. But we deserve to know. And people will tell you pray for the president. How can you pray for the president when people around him are lying about what is happening? On 18th of February, we were told what? That the president was going on vacation. A short vacation.
10 days.
Yesterday, what were we told? That the president was waiting for the result of his medical examination before returning.
Indefinitely at that.
Before that, last week, people started circulating fake pictures of the president meeting people in London. Pictures from 2014 and 2015 were being circulated by people around the president, telling us what? The president is meeting people and even meeting his wife in the other room. And we are supposed to believe that. Last night, Femi Adesina said people can get sick, in fact people can die. And Garba Shehu told us what? That he has spoken to the president's doctor and he assures him the president is well. Now think about it. If the president is well, who is Garba Shehu to speak to his doctor? If the president is not seriously ill, why should Femi Adesina, who told us the president is waiting for medical tests, be talking about sickness and dying? How many people here, is there anybody here who has not done a medical test? Now, if the president is not ill, why should people be circulating fake pictures and putting them out as if they are proper? That is the problem. We don't want the human rights of our president abused. We are here to defend the human rights of who? Mr. President. Because he's the president of all Nigerians, whether you voted for him or not. His rights are being abused by the people around him because they don't want the president back. One more thing. This administration came to power to fight corruption. And a lot of people have been arrested because they were alleged to be corrupt. And yet, next to the president, we have a man now known as Grass Cutter General of Nigeria. And the grass he is cutting is grass that should be eaten or used to feed who? IDPs who are dying. And we are told what? That is proper. And the Grass Cutter General has enlisted a lawyer, the most expensive lawyer in the country, also the Commander-in-Chief of Nigeria. And the president writes to the National Assembly to defend the grass cutter who is killing IDPs. And you tell us we should not protest. So what are our demands? First thing, fire the secretary to the government of the federation. What do we want? Fire the grass cutter. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Fire the grass cutter. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Fire the grass cutter. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Fire the grass cutter. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Fire the grass cutter. When do we want it? Now. And why do we want it? Because it will send a message that a different Nigeria is possible. Which will send the message that the fight against corruption can be credible. You cannot argue for fair hearing for the grass cutter that you did not give to Bukola Saraki. You cannot argue for fair hearing for the grass cutter that you did not give to the judges. And by the way, the Chief of Army Staff was accused of having houses in Dubai. And he told us he was a snake charmer. And we are supposed to believe that. Now this is the problem. When you are the Chief of Army Staff or the grass cutter or around the president, you get protected for stealing. And when you are not, you get what? Nothing. When you are around the president, you get deodorized. When you are not with him, you get infanticide. When you are around the president, what happens? You get organized. When you are not around him, you get what? Infanticide. A different Nigeria is possible, and let us stand with it. Let's sing the national anthem again, because this is our country. Arise, O compatriot, Nigeria's call of faith to serve fatherland with love and strength and faith. The name of our heroes shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and mind, one nation in freedom, peace and unity.
At Eagle Square.
One voice Nigeria! One voice Nigeria! One voice Nigeria! One voice Nigeria! Now, very soon, the mass is gathering. The mass is gathering. I think the mass is gathering. Our people are coming from the way. Some people also didn't understand. They're on the other side. Very soon they will soon join us. This protest is about, and I'll keep repeating it, to aggregate the frustrations of Nigerians and get them put together in a coordinated manner and put for our representatives. And what are those issues? It's the same issues that you discuss in the market. That the price of essential commodities has skyrocketed beyond the reach of even the rich Nigerians. Talk of the ordinary Nigerians.
Nigerians are angry.
We are saying also
now, if we
that
can
the fight
see
against corruption
government
must be
empathizing with
all
us
inclusive.
and showing us that they can generate a plan or telling us to come along,
We are
can
saying
understand. The fight against corruption
that we have
is the
made
president's plan. He has not even spoken to us about the elements of
an
the fight.
incredible
Economic
milestone
reconstruction
in the Northeast.
program. They have not talked to us
But
about
kidnappers
security.
have
They have
taken
not
over
spoken with
Abuja.
citizens about it. They are behaving like
And
they
that
have
life is short in many cities in Nigeria.
There is nothing we can do about it. We're in power. Femi Adesina comes on TV and tells us Nigerians are being killed in southern Kaduna, Nigerians are killed in Zaria, Nigerians died in the northeast, Nigerians died in Agati, Nigerians died in Onisha. And he tells us the president cannot say anything about it. That's the president who goes around and does what? Sends condolences to France when there is a bombing in France. White people are dead. Sends condolences to Belgium. There is a bombing in Brussels. White people are dead. Sends condolences to Germany. There is an incident in Germany. Germans.
If the number of people here respond to me, as sort of reality. One voice Nigeria! One voice Nigeria! Now, don't be intimidated. Our people are resolute and they are committed to this struggle. There is no level of infiltration by undercover security agents to demobilize us that will work here. I'm sounding it at a note of warning that you have a responsibility to do your job. Your job is not to demobilize us. We are gathered here irrespective of you. We do not need your permission. We do not need you to protest against what affects you even more than myself. The truth of the matter is that the conditions in the barracks today is worse
The Mami markets are closing down because people can no longer afford to even have a bottle of what they normally do. If you travel across the length and breadth of the country, you have seen beggars in uniform because their conditions have been so pauperized that whether they are soldiers now, whether they are policemen on the road, they are now praying. They pray for you. God bless you, sir. They are no longer asking you for it. It's no longer for which it is God bless you. What do you have for us?
Shame!
That is the point that our country is. And no set of people can bring our country to the rescue than yourselves. If you are looking for one big civil society person, he will not come. If you are looking for Nigerian Labour Congress, they will not come here today.
Compromise.
If you are looking for Trade Union Congress, don't look for them today. Today is your day.
Yes,
Today is your own day.
Yes,
today is your own day.
Yes,
one voice, Nigeria. One voice, Nigeria. So as we speak today, very few minutes or an hour from now, as we continue to march together, we will do the march as we promised. We told you we will march. We have come out to do what? To march. We told you that it is unstoppable. We told you that it has assumed a life of its own and that nobody can stop a movement of the Nigerian people.
That's right.
We have kept our promise and we will do so. Our people are calling that they are coming on the way and in a few minutes time they will be here. God bless you. Many of our friends and leaders will continue to express themselves. They will be talking to you. I have seen Samson Itodo. I have seen my sister, she's here. Many of you called on, but I need to please give an announcement quickly before I invite Samson Itodo to the floor.
Freedom come by struggle.
By struggle, freedom come by struggle, by struggle. By struggle, freedom come by struggle, freedom. Greater Nigerian people. Yes. Well, because you know we have our brothers across who are very hungry to make their own share of the cake. So in the next 30 minutes about, we'll in an hour we march towards the villa, where we hope that the acting president will receive us. To receive our complaints and our demands. But knowing them for who they are, we know that they will not come out to receive us. But we are hoping and praying that they will become reasonable and they will receive us. One thing I must tell you is that, just like what everyone my people said, is that the greatest people, the people who are most affected by what is going on in the country, our brothers and sisters in uniform. You have seen a situation where even water for them to drink on the front line is an issue. I think you all saw that video, right? Where they were struggling for water, just water, to drink 3 days. And the chief of army staff said the video was a lie. It was an old video of 2015 when Jonathan was president. It's interesting to know that even when they are lying, they know they are lying. One thing that we must know is that this government does not really place much value on Nigerian life. That's why they can kill 1,000 shites, nothing will happen. They can kill protesting IPOD members, nothing will happen. They will bomb IDP, they will say it's just 237, just. The 800 and something people killed in Southern Kaduna, they say no, it's just 312 that were killed, just. The numbers no longer matter, the Nigerian life no longer matter. The Nigerian life is just 300 and something, and you people are complaining, just. So your lives no longer matter. So please, we are going to be very orderly. We have some people wearing the reflecting lights. It's not how to do a around the assembly of the first party. And I want to be very, very peaceful and possible. Please,
not just within America, but globally. And as such, that judge decided to make that pronouncement. And that pronouncement today has halted whatever anything that Donald Trump wants until that is reviewed by Superior Court.
There are lots of concern that it is the opposition party that is sponsoring people. How do you do?
Well, this is not about opposition here. In fact, maybe here we have more of the people who voted for General Mauhammadu Buhari, now President Mauhammadu Buhari, in this garden. If you do the census of the people who are here, over 67% of people here voted for President Mauhammadu. So therefore, this is not about an opposition view. This is a coalition of Nigerians expressing their view. And if I have heard some of the people very well, they are not even angry personally at Mr. President. They are only angry about the policies and some of the decisions of government. And what they are saying is that the government must act to punish those who are corrupt. The government must act on the economy. The government must act on the state of the nation. People are hungry, people are sad, things are bad, and that's exactly why we are here, advocating and pleading and talking on behalf of Nigerians that the government should act and save Nigerians from hunger.
Thank you very much.
Still live at the Fountain Park, where the Stand with Nigeria and One Voice Nigeria protest is being held in Abuja.
Great Nigerian people. Great. Great Nigerian people.
Great.
We are here to say that enough is enough of hunger and poverty and deprivation in the land. Our government can do better than this. We wanted change, we voted for change, and we want change. We don't want excuses. We've had it almost 2 years. We need the change we voted for. Apart from the ones the Boko Haram people are killing and Fulani henchmen are killing, the ones the hunger is killing are more. They have reduced our men and women and children to thieves, petty thieves of food. When they see people's food on fire, they will go and steal it in order to survive. Did we bargain for this? No! We did not bargain for this. We need a country that will care for the citizens. And that's why we are here. And we have made it a point that we are going to be here. We have always been out where others are sleeping. And it's such a sad commentary on our journey to nationhood that people we are fighting for are the ones that will hire hirings to come and be saying no pay, no gain. Do we spend the whole of our lifetime in pay?
Well, we have an SGF who 200 million has been paid into his account. He has not come out to deny that money was paid into his account, and he's still an SGF. It's a slap on every Nigerian who says that corruption is wrong. When we have the government saying different things, when it's his own men, he has the kind of word that he will put out for them and explain their corruption or whatever it is they are being accused of. We have a problem with that. Well, like the Prof said earlier, we have a problem with the Chief of Army Staff having houses in Dubai and the presidency government coming out to explain that he has snake farm. And we want to know if it's a farm that he wants to do, he can go ahead and do it very well. Then if he wants to be, that's the Chief of Army Staff is what I'm talking about now, that is said to have snake farm. And if he's to be the Chief of Army Staff and secure us all, then he should do it. We don't want a situation whereby we're always justifying things for people who are in government, and at the end of the day, one thing we have to understand in this country is the fact that arms gates happened while we were all watching. And right now, IDP gate is happening, Forest gate is happening. People are manipulating the system and making so much money. There is enough in this country to go all around. There is enough in this country for us all to have a decent life. And it is a necessity that the government insists and ensures that each and every one of us Nigerians get that life that we deserve. The life we deserve is not meant for just a few people because they are in power. And of course, the government needs to understand that the fact that they are the power now, people that are in power, the highest office in this land is not the office of the president, it is the office of the citizen. And today the citizens have gotten their voice and are speaking out. And the government must listen. They are not only listening, they must take notes. They must not take notes, they must go home and ensure that the ills that the citizens have told them about society, they must correct them, and then they will justify the mandate that was given to them.
Thank you very much. One voice Nigeria. One voice Nigeria. One voice Nigeria. Like I said before, that this struggle today is not about religion. It's not about pride. It's not about the ethnic group. It's about Nigerians. What we are saying is that when Nigerians voted for this government in 2015, they said they give us change. They said they will give us change. And the change Nigerian expects is change from joblessness to more jobs. It's a change from weak dollar to strengthened naira. It's a change from weak naira to a strengthened naira. It's a change from bad infrastructure to good infrastructure. It's a change from killings to protection. Is that what we are having today? Is that what we are having today? And that is why we are saying that Nigerians deserve protection. Nigerians in Southern Kaduna, Nigerians in Benue State, Nigerians in Enugu, Nigerians in Kano, Nigerians in Daura, Nigerians in Sokoto, we need protection from our security men. We are saying no to killings. We are saying no to poor infrastructure. Like I said before, that if our health sector is good, the president will not want to London. The Prime Minister of London has never come to Nigeria for health. Obama never came to Nigeria for health. The former president of Britain did not come to Nigeria for health leave. And our infrastructure has to be good. Asolok Clinic is there. Asolok State Hospital is there. The president can use the state hospital. But because the infrastructures are poor, even the president recognizes that fact, that there is poor infrastructure, so he went to London. And what we are saying today is that when we voted for change, we voted from poor infrastructure to good infrastructure. We voted for less job to more job. But as it is presently constituted today, more than 20,000 people have lost their job within 6 months of this administration. As I'm talking to you today, dollar is about $480 per dollar. They say it's $410. Somebody said he changed this money, 493. How long do we continue? Of the greatest Nigerians, even the policemen standing around us, some of them have not been paid. And we are here to protect them. Of the greatest Bosa, of the greatest Baba, of the greatest Bobo, of the greatest Baba. What we are saying is that something as strong as Nigeria, whose time has come. We will stand by Nigerians. We will stand for Nigerians. And we are saying yes to more jobs. We are saying yes to improve infrastructure. We are saying no to the killings in Southern Kaduna. We are saying no to the killings in Agatu. We are saying no to the killing in Enugu. We are saying no to any killing anywhere in Nigeria. That an injustice to one is an injustice to all. Let's say it again. Injustice to one is an injustice to all. Injustice to one is an injustice to all. So just like that. Nigeria people. Of the greatest Nigeria people. Of the greatest Nigeria people. Of the greatest Papa. Of the greatest Bobo. Of the greatest Papa. Our Luther continues. Our Luther continues. Thank you very much. As we invite.
One honor, one voice, I stand with Nigeria. One voice,
I stand with Nigeria.
one voice,
I stand with Nigeria.
are you standing?
Yes.
One voice,
I stand with Nigeria.
one voice, one voice. Can we all come together, please? Can we all come together? As it is, we still have in the next 30 minutes we'll set out. We are not here. It's up to, I think we have less than 30 minutes now. Yeah, in the next 25 minutes we should be set out from here to go to the villa. We are doing a march to the State House. I will get there. So in the meantime, let people that want to talk, express yourself. Say what it is that you need to say. Say what it is that is bothering you. Enough of us staying at home and saying different things and not coming out. I want to say to each and every one of us here, thank you, thank you, thank you. It is so much easy to sit back at home and do all the tweets. It's so much easy to stay back at home and complain. It is so much easier to stay back at home and just say and talk and talk and talk. But when it comes to walking the talk, not a lot of people can do that. And the fact that you are here, not only did you come here, you came here and some of them were here before 9. I remember a security operative coming out here and he said to me, you're going to start by 9. It's Nigerian time and definitely people won't come out until after 10.
They intimidated, they wanted to intimidate everybody and stop us all from coming out.
Nigeria that will know what they want to see. A new Nigeria that knows that discipline is the core of everything. A new Nigeria
the country. What would you be going to do? This is a peaceful protest. This is what we are armed with.
I would like to read out to us.
Is that massive weapon called the Nigerian flag?
In every place that you have,
it's a weapon of mass destruction. Nigerians who are armed with Nigeria in their hearts should come out and express themselves.
We have to model the
looking at the president's situation, do you the fact that we are not being told what is really happening? Well, what would you advise the presidency to do?
We've been here before, be honest.
People do not do things by the law.
We've been here before, be honest. What else am I supposed to say?
And so right now, I would like to read out the do's and don'ts.
Do you think
and I will
there's
start
something
with
he
the
can
do's.
do to?
He's in an impossible position.
Be at Unity Fountain on time. And I know that most of us did that. So a round of applause for us all, please. Secondly, be disciplined. Model the character of the new Nigeria of our dreams. Third, be cooperative with organizers. As we are here, we are all equals here. Nobody is more than the other. And at certain times, we just do things certain ways so that things will flow smoothly. And that's just it. Be cooperative with organizers. Listen attentively to the person with the mic. We have again, kindly comply with all instructions. There are certain times that you'll be told to do certain things. It's not belittling you. It's not taking anything away from you. It's just saying to you that you are that Nigeria that will build the Nigeria of our dreams. That in the Nigeria we have not even dared to hope that we can get, but that definitely we would get. We have also speak to and treat each other with courtesy and dignity. Let's respect one another. In what we give to the other, it's what we will get too. And definitely what we want from henceforth is a country where we treat each other with courtesy and dignity. Repeat the solidarity songs and chant together. When we start to march, please, we will need to focus. Of all the people that we have nothing, we'll do that. When we start to march, we'll keep that line until we get to where we are done, so that our message will not in any way be lost. Display all signs and banners you're holding. Whatever it is you're holding is a message. It's a message that needs to go out and that we need to put out there. Stay within the boundaries set by people in reflective jackets. You see people in reflective jackets, please stay within the boundaries. It is for us all. We don't want a situation where people will come in and infiltrate. If you see anything suspicious, please report to the nearest person that's in a reflective jacket so that we'll call the authorities to do the appropriate things. report suspicious persons or activity in and around the procession to the nearest marshal that are in reflective jacket. This is and we all are educating everybody's interest, and we have to do something about it. Then finally, on the truth, pick up any leader that may have been created. Whatever much we do, we got to leave the place as neatly or more, even more neater than we met it. We should not throw things down. That will not be the Nigeria that we want to see. That will not be the Nigeria that we want to go there. Then now I come to the guns. Don't let yourself be provoked. Please, this is very, very important. No matter what is done, if we might get to a place where we will say, please let us sit down. And we will sit down. We're going to message to be passed. We will not be bound, neither would we be provoked into doing things that we do not want to do. We have to be obedient citizens so that the fight that we want to take on is fight that we know. No retreat! No surrender! No retreat! No surrender! I can't hear you! No retreat! No surrender! On the fight to make Nigeria a great country, no retreat! No surrender! So because of that, we will not allow anyone to provoke us in any way. Don't let yourself be provoked. It is a peaceful gathering. Don't carry anything that can slow you down, including bags. Don't carry metal objects or anything that can be interpreted as a weapon. Don't engage in inciting actions that can be construed as hostile towards the security personnel. This includes screams, taunting, and all that. Don't hold side discussion. We are here for a purpose. Let's focus on that purpose. In the next 1 hour or so, we'll be done with it. Let's focus on that purpose of purpose. Don't fall out of line or speak out of turn. Don't use abusive language. Don't litter. When you have anything you feel free, don't drop it and leave it there. Nigerian citizens, are we together? I know they hear, I know they feel, I know they hear, and they tell me what I want you. Are we there together? Are we together? Let me say something here. On this fight to make Nigeria better, no retreat, no surrender. Nigeria must work in our lifetime. I am tired of being told that tomorrow will be better. As far as I'm concerned, I do not have a tomorrow. What I have is today, and I want to have my life today. I didn't come to this country as an escort. I didn't follow anybody to this country. I am tired of child of the poor being treated as if it's a nobody. I am tired of being important only when it comes to during the election. I am tired of my thumbprint being more important than the rest of me. I am tired of going back home and staying without light. I am tired of my children going to school and not getting good quality free education. I am tired of those whose parents stole this country dry, who looted this country, lording it over me, their children lording it over me. I am not going to allow their children's children to lord it over my children. It will never happen again. And I know there are a lot of us here who are tired. And because we are tired, we are saying we will no longer stay at home and only talk. We are saying that we will not just stay in one corner and just complain. We will come out and we allow our voices to be heard. We will come out and we will ensure the right thing is done. We will come out and we will continue to speak. It is about one Nigeria. And I keep saying this thing. This particular statement that is attributed to late Aminu Kano. Nigeria will know no peace until the child of poor man can become somebody without knowing anybody. There are people who are intelligent, who are
are supposed to be engaged, who are supposed to be employed. They cannot get that employment because of one thing. They do not know anybody. And that is wrong. Illegal hiring has gone on in this administration. CBN, FIRS, the prisons and many more. They have immigration. They have taken people through the back door. No, we are all Nigerians.